Let's find out what technical strategies you should brace yourselves with. It's the last Monday of 2019. Our chartist Kunal Bothra, CA Rudramurthy joining in this morning. Kunal, what exactly is the trajectory on the index? We understand there's going to be a bit of low volume activity, and share with us your top calls.
Good morning, Avan. Good morning, everyone. So yeah, I think the next couple of days could probably be very similar to what we've seen the last 1 week. Low volume activity, more specific towards stocks. The index could remain largely in this big broad range, 12,100, 150 as a support range, and closer to 12,350 as the resistance band. Now, what transpired on Friday were a couple of important data points. One is that we bounced back again from those 12,100, 150 support on the spot levels, and I think that was a very good very good indication from the index that that's now acting as a strong support levels. The second and the most important point is that when you look at the start of a series and when you look at the premiums expanding for futures both on the index side as well as a lot of stocks, and that's also a sign that there has been more long built up into those kind of futures, and that's a heartening sign because of a start of a expiry. The index already perched at new high levels. It's just about indicating that there's been more long built up into these stocks. So I think that's also an encouraging sign. The third and the most important point is that 12,200 put option saw an increased amount of writing for the weekly strikes, and call saw good unwinding on Friday. So on the back of all of this, I believe that the markets today could largely be on a range bound mode, but I think 12,200 as an intraday basis could act as a very strong support.
Share with us your ideas, Kunal.
One buy and one sell is what I would indicate at current levels. The first one is a buy in Eicher Motors. I think the stock is looking extremely interesting on the daily charts. It's bouncing back again from its 50-day moving average, which has been acting as a very good support for Eicher Motors. So as an intraday player, maybe as a couple of days more, traders could look at a buy in Eicher Motors. Targets to be kept around 23,800, 22,800 approximately, and stop loss at 21,850. The other stock which is showing signs of a bit weakness is Gujarat Alkali. The stock has done extremely well in the last few days, but when you look at the indicators on the hourly charts, it's got back into an extremely overbought territory. So maybe you could see the stock cooling off over the next couple of days. So very short-term oriented sell call on Gujarat Alkali. Stop loss to be kept at 424 and targets at 398.
Okay, let's get a move on. Dr. C.K. Narayan also joining in. But first up, CA, let's get in your top trading recommendations this Monday morning.
See, for me, this is a roaring market on the upside, and every dip is a buying opportunity. For me, on market profile chart, 12,220 on Nifty futures is a clear support from where market bounced last week. And for me, this is a very, very, very bullish market, expecting pre-budget rally. Forget the current fundamentals. Market always discounts the expected future, and for me, every dip is a buying opportunity. So stock specific, I'm very, very bullish on SBI. PSU banks and private banks both will take these markets up. SBI is a clear buy for me, expecting initial targets of 360 with a stop loss of 320, and even DLF is definitely making a breakout above 230 level, having closed decisively above that, expecting targets of 260 with a stop loss of 215. And a word on Bank Nifty future has given a clear breakout at 32,400 levels in futures. Now, having broken 32,400 and seeing a lot of put writing happening at every levels indicates market is definitely ready for a pre-budget rally, and this market is a buy on every dip.
And your picks?
So SBI and DLF are my picks. SBI looking for targets of 360 with a stop loss of 320, and DLF is a buy looking for initial targets of 260 on DLF with a stop loss of 215.
SBI and DLF, and finally Dr. Narayan, let's get in your top trades.
Good morning, everybody. I think markets will continue to remain mixed, so I'm mixing up my trading calls with one buy, one sell. For the buy side, I like PVR. That's been going great guns, and I expect that it will continue to do so in this week, because both price signals as well as momentum signals seem to be quite in sync, indicating that upward movement should probably continue. So I'm looking for a target at 1910 and therefore recommending a long with a stop placed at about 1870. I want to mix this up with a sell call on NIT Tech. I think select the IT stocks were under pressure, NIT being prominent among them, adding substantial amount of new OI on the short side and showing fizzling out of the several day rally that was being manifested on the charts. So I think NIT could drop down to about 1575, so recommending a short in NIT with a stop at 1605.